Madam Shooter is finally revealed in episode 8, and man, finally we get something. Know what I'm saying? We get something. You already know we got to talk about it in this video. I want you guys to stay tuned. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love all the Queen's men, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave the theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about All the Queen's Men Season 5, Episode 8. This is the recap. So down below, I want you guys to let me know, what did y'all think about this episode? Were your predictions right as far as who shot Madam? Y'all know we've been talking about this for quite a while. And in my prediction, I felt like it could have been Frank, Lola's husband. That was my main prediction. But of course, in this episode, it was revealed that it was your girl, Carla. Now, y'all let me know, with it being revealed to be Carla, of course, do y'all still believe it may be a twist? Because it seemed like Carla has some more information. It seemed like she was not telling everything that she had, know what I'm saying? And of course, she did not reveal that she was the shooter until Blue and Tommy was beating the hell out of her. And then she said she was the shooter. And then Madam, she was like, man, my sister didn't do this. She confessed to it, but she felt like Blue and Tommy just beat it out of her. But then they end up showing the video of Carla, actually being the shooter, leaving the room or whatever. And of course, she had that mark because she was shot at by your girl, Madam. And that was one of the major clues this season when they revealed that Carla had like that blood stain on her clothes or whatever. So we knew something was up. It just felt like it was too obvious in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like them giving us that intel. It almost felt like it was too easy to choose Carla, right? But as I told you, for some reason, I still believe it's more to this story. Carla being the shooter, I feel like maybe it was a setup. Of course, maybe somebody hired her. I just got a feeling it's another person involved with this storyline. Y'all can let me know, but it's definitely more intel that Carla is not telling. And of course, we got to wait until the second half to get the answers that we need. This was the mid-season finale. And y'all know, they be having us wait way too damn long to get the second half. So we may not get any answers until next year. And that's just, being honest with you guys. Hopefully it comes back this year, but knowing them, it will probably be next year until we get the second half of All the Queen's Men. But hey, it is what it is. I guess all we can do is just wait. But let's go ahead and begin the recap. The title of the episode is called Certified Boogeyman. And the description of the episode reads, Big D gets an irresistible deal while El Fuego falls into Vergie's shady business trap. So those are the key elements for episode 8, the mid-season finale. So let's go ahead and begin the recap. As I told you, I'm going to try to focus on the key points. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. So what did we see in episode 8 titled Certified Boogeyman? Now the episode starts out exactly where we left off at the end of the last episode. Carla is getting bailed out. She is scared as hell of Blue and Tommy. They're trying to ask her questions about Madam. She ain't trying to talk. Next thing we know, Blue and Carla ends up getting into a fight at the police station. And Blue, she drops that girl right there in front of everybody. Funny as hell had that girl leaking. Meanwhile, Madam's lawyer, he got a damn hickey on his neck. He almost got shot. He had Madam sign over to the new farm. So we're going to see how this weed business is going to go in the second half of the season. And then we get to Detective Davis and Naima. And the results have came back. That means that your girl, Miss Tandy, she is good. We already knew Miss Tandy did not shoot Madam at all. So you already know Miss Tandy gonna be happy as hell. Meanwhile, Detective Davis, she is putting 2 and 2 together. She's like, man, it gotta be Carla because she did have that blood on her clothing. She turned herself in trying to stay locked up because she did not want that pressure from Blue and Tommy. Now it all makes sense to her, right? And then we get back to Blue and Tommy. They got your girl Carla hemmed up, asking her questions about the shooting, asking her questions about the car and all that stuff. She ain't trying to give nothing up, but then eventually she says she was the shooter, right? So they definitely beat it out of her, but she was telling them, let her talk to Madam. So as I told you, I still think it's more to the story. Now, Miss Tandy, she is happy as hell. Smoke lets her know that her gun did not match, so that means she's going to stay alive. Of course, she was happy as hell when she saw Quincy. Quincy ain't really giving a damn, right? And he does tell her that, yeah, she was the one that shot at that picture the night that Madam got shot. But of course, Quincy knew all this, but he never told her. So she did seem pissed off. But at the end of the day, she's just happy that she is staying alive. Meanwhile, Quincy is sneaking thoughts up in the house like he always does. Now we get to Dime and your girl Tony. This scene was funny as hell. You already know that Tony was over there trying to drop off some stuff for Amp and the baby and all that stuff. And Dime ain't going. She understands that his mom is lying about something. She's not believing anything that she's talking about. The two get into an argument. Next thing we know, Dime was pushing her and all that stuff. I mean, it was funny as hell. And we know Tony was telling her that she's going to get her back or whatever. So we going to see, because as of right now, it's all talk. And Dime better watch out, because she cannot afford to get into no fights, especially seeing how she's pregnant. Now we get to Doc and Detective Davis. They're out on a date, and they're out in public in front of everybody having a good old time, making out. I mean, damn, they just don't give a damn. Meanwhile, Naima, she's in the background and she sees it all, and you already know what time it is. She is definitely going to try to get revenge in the second half. Y'all can let me know, but eventually we knew this will be a problem. Now, Madam finds out about Alfredo's whole deal with the whole VR thing, him and of course Midnight, and apparently it is live. But the thing is, he knew nothing about it, so he is trying to call Virgie, but she is not picking up. Matter of fact, the number has been disconnected. So as I told you, with him basically just signing over and not reading all the details of the contract, he screwed up. And he is talking about they were trying to get paid. Well, it doesn't seem like y'all gonna be getting nothing from the looks of it. It seemed like they got your idea and they done took advantage of you. So you already know that Madam gonna be very upset about this, especially since she's not gonna be getting her cut. Now Babyface is able to see the video footage from the last episode, and he learns that your boy Quincy is the one that messed up his car. He is very upset and pissed off. But he's even more pissed off when he sees Big D and Samantha, you know what I'm saying, getting a freak on, you know what I'm saying? So of course, he goes back there and he wants to have a conversation with him. Big D back there getting paid, you know what I'm saying? He tried to resist Samantha, but she said, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna get what I want, right? Now, we get to your girl Trouble, and she's back there getting into it with the regular dancers, and she done beat them down, knocked Boy out with an uppercut. And it seems like these dancers are getting sick and tired of Trouble. They put her clothes in a bucket and they put it in her locker. I mean, it had her pissed off, but she ain't going. Then we get to Big D and your boy Babyface. They're fighting, and Big D took too many hits to me. You know what I'm saying? Why the hell you letting this dude hit you? It took him to get hit about 2 times in order for him to fight back. Like, dude, stop letting this man put his hands on you. Now, Amp, he had to step in and break it up and let him know, stop messing around. We got to go out here and get this money. Now, this scene was funny because Big D kept saying, I only messed with Samantha once. I only did it once for the money. I only did it once. Well, he gonna tell Amp the same thing, that I only clapped Dime's cheeks once. That's it. Know what I'm saying? He doesn't know about that. And best believe he gonna find out. And of course, he gonna be wondering who is the real father of that child. Now we get to Tony, and she gets into a confrontation with the guy that she owes money. I believe his name is Niche or whatever, and he comes to get his payment. She talking about, I didn't know you was gonna pop up this soon or whatever. Next thing we know, they get into it. She hits him with a bottle, and then he put his hands on her. He was stuffing that girl out. So I know in the second half, she will be recovering. And then we get to your boy Amp. After the guys do their dance, he has decided to go ahead and propose to Dime right there in front of everybody. Now they cut it off, but most likely she's going to say yes or whatever. We're going to see that in the second half of the show. But man, this crash out from Amp is definitely coming, and y'all know it's going to be a sight that you don't want to miss. Now we get to the end of the episode. Blue and Tommy, they have Madam come down to the basement, and they have Crawler hemmed up, and they're telling her, look, Crawler's the one that shot you. And Madam was like, man, she didn't do it. My sister would not do that to me. What y'all do, beat it out of her? She would not believe it. But then, of course, they show us the flashback once again, and Madam realizes that it was Crawler. She realizes that Crawler had that mark on her shoulder. Of course, it was a blood mark that we saw at the very beginning of the season. So now it all makes sense, right? But there's some more details about this, in my opinion, that's not being put out there. Now, Madam, she ends up cutting Crawler's fingers off. I mean, damn, this was very graphic. And Madam's like, look, you better let me know something before I end up, taking your life, because she's about to cut her. She's about to get her up out of here. So I believe in part 2, we will see what Crawler is not telling us, because it's something. She is definitely leaving out some details. I got a feeling it is still going to be like a twist within this whole story, because it was just too predictable to be Crawler with them giving us the intel that they gave us at the beginning of the season. I mean, it was very obvious, and this is why I believe that it was going to be a twist, and I believe that it may have been someone else. But seeing how Crawler is the shooter, as I told you guys, I still believe there's some more things that we don't know. So I guess we're going to have to wait to see exactly what Crawler is going to say, and if she was working with someone else. But down below, I want you guys to let me know, what do y'all think about episode 8? Are you ready for the second half of the show? And as I told you, Did you get your predictions right? I mean, at the end of the day, we knew it was someone with a lighter complexion. And of course, I guess it was your girl Carla. So what's going to happen next? Now, I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.